Hey guys, my name is Angel Banks. Welcome back to my channel. I know that I abruptly stopped my last video when I was explaining to you guys like things they don't tell you about running a fashion brand. My battery died. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't finish that video because when the battery died, I just gave up. Like, I was tired. Like, it was a long day. I'm back, I'm refreshed. I just came back from the design museum and that's why I still have my coat on because it's kind of cold in London, you know, it's kind of chilly. I'm gonna give you some more little pointers that I feel like are very necessary for you to know if you're going to start a business, especially if you're starting one in London, the UK to be exact. I think I said this in the last video, but you need to make samples, and if you can, get somebody, like get a few people, like real life people who you can measure so that you can ensure that your clothing fits the best. Make a business plan. Make sure you have a business plan that's like foolproof. Don't just start out like buying loads of stock. You need a budget, you need a personal forecast, and you need like a forecast for how much you could potentially make with the items that you have or the items that you're trying to sell. You really want to get really clear on the numbers and how much stock you want to have, and also think about where you're going to keep the stock because you need someone to keep it. If you're renting, they don't really allow you to have things in your home to operate business outside of your house. You have to like speak to your landlord or whoever you rent from to find that out. You can get storage units, or if you are lucky enough to have like a family member who has like a shed or somewhere where they can have your things while you're like waiting to produce. Maybe create like a mailing list or something like that where people can pre-order. That's another way to run your business if that's what you're looking to do. It's something that I'm not doing myself personally. I will be getting my stock and then doing it that way. Another tip is you should really hold off on registering your business. Like, I know this is quite a controversial one, but I feel like it's only really important for you to register your business if it's one of those things where you feel like it might get trademarks. Then maybe you should obviously register it and trademark it and all that kind of stuff. But if you have a brand that's a unique name, that's unique to you, and you're still figuring out the business plan, you're still figuring out how much stock you want to get, you're still figuring out when you're going to even start releasing your stuff and selling online, then I just feel like there's no actual point of registering your business until you're at least 1 month out of doing that. Because one, let's say, because for me, I registered my business and I didn't even sell anything for a whole year, so I had to pay the filing fee for that year just because, and I didn't even sell anything. So I feel like it's important to have all your ducks in a row before you start going to company's house and going to the .gov website trying to trademark everything, because that's not really important. Where you're ready to sell, and then you can start doing that part. Think about who you want to employ. Think about the people who are around you, or people that you know, anyone that's a creative who could help you on your journey. You can definitely use websites like Dazed to scout out people who are in the creative fields who can help you for small fees or for free sometimes. So I think that's a really good gem. One that I've recently, in the last like couple months, I've been using to connect with people who are creatives and to find freelancers and people who work in the creative fields, like photographers and stuff like that. So use Dazed, get to know some people on the app, find out like who aligns with your branding and your ethos and everything that your brand stands for. When you're starting up, you're not going to really feel like you need all of these people working with you. It might feel quite overwhelming, but you can't run a successful business by yourself. Any successful person has a machine behind them, and that's something that I know all too well, because I was trying to wear every single hat in my business. Doing the marketing, doing the social media, doing the postage, doing the planning for the shoots. It's a lot for just one person, honestly. So if you can, get someone to help you with that, whether it's someone on Dazed, whether it's someone on Instagram, whether it's someone that you know. But be careful, because you don't want to work with people just because they're your friends, or just because this is your business, and you really want to work with people who understand your vision and understand what you're trying to do and understand what you're trying to portray, and they can help you on that journey. So I think that's really, really important. Having a solid team is like the #1 thing, and I'm trying to build my team. You really need to think about the other aspects of your brand and how your brand is going to become visible, because you might think, okay, I'm just going to post a picture of my brand on Instagram and then everyone's just going to like go and purchase, but that's not actually how it works. You need to show your brand needs to be seen at least 7 times before people actually even consider buying your brand or buying anything from your company. Have Facebook ads, Instagram ads, Google ads. Think about employing someone who does email marketing, like I was talking about earlier, who is comprehensive in SEO and Klaviyo and Hotjar and all those kind of things, all those back-end things that help you kind of filter through your potential customers. Basically creating things like a landing page that's on your Instagram, that's a link that people will come through to your page, and then they can sign up to your newsletter, and then you have their data. When I say data, I mean just like their email and maybe their phone number, and then you can start sending them your email marketing campaigns. And if you have new products, then people are going to know. And you can also offer like 10% off your off their first purchase and stuff like that. That will help just build your brand loyalty, and just allow people to understand that there is perks with signing up to your newsletters and stuff like that. And also just creating the newsletters, like having creative content and things that are engaging, because people may not think that people actually go through their emails a lot, but they definitely do. And email marketing is a really big thing. Like, people are really sleeping on that, and I think that's something that I have known for a long time, because I used to be an email marketer, and it's not an easy job. Like, you have to do a lot of like groundwork to make sure that the clients that you're working with have got everything they need to ensure that they get success and get returns on the things that they're paying for. Another thing they don't really tell you about the fashion industry and becoming a fashion designer, or just being someone who is just an entrepreneur, is it's a very lonely field to be in. You may feel like, okay, there's so many people that are designing, there's so many fashion designers, there's so many people that are doing what I'm doing, but it's lonely, because this is a place where everyone is so scared to share information and share ideas, and everyone's really gatekeeping. I know there's a lot of people that are stealing from small businesses and small designers. Like, it happens a lot. I understand that's why people are very territorial, but it would be really lovely to see more people, especially people of color, designers of color, to help other designers and people who are new into the business, new into the game, and like mentoring them and teaching them the ropes. Like, I really would love a mentor. Like, that's something that I've actually been trying to seek out, and I really want to be underneath someone's wing, and I just want to learn. I just want to soak everything up, and I'm such a student to life, and I just really want to like be the best version of myself, or just be the best like businesswoman that I could be. Any great person has someone who they look up to, and someone who they look to for inspiration and advice and guidance. And yeah, it's one of those things that I would really love, and I wish that it was more available to those in this community, and also just Black people in general. I feel like there just needs to be more mentors in just for all of us in all of our fields. It's really important to understand your business and your business model, and what it is that you're trying to achieve with your business, and what kind of brand that your brand is, and having a brand story, something that people can look to and see immediately what your brand means and what your brand is trying to portray, what people should think about when they see your brand or see your logo. These are all things that are really important and can be overlooked. Don't just think about a name for your brand and the design. You need to think about the story, because people buy into stories and people buy into people as well. It's a very interesting field to be in, and it's one that is very volatile. Trends are up and down, left and right, but as long as you have your vision and your story, and you know exactly what your brand stands for, then I feel like the rest, you need to really put all of your energy into getting the right team and having people who can drive your like business and steer the ship for you a bit. And if you're someone who has these skills, who knows how to market and knows how to like do social media stuff, then use that. Like, any skill that you have yourself, obviously use that in the beginning, but it's important to understand that you're going to need to employ people, and you're going to need to have people behind you to make sure that your brand goes to where it needs to go. But yeah, I think that kind of covers that kind of covers almost everything. I hope that these tips were like informative and help you kind of like, you know, envision yourself as a new business owner, or if you're a business owner already. Thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. If you have got to this point, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps my channel, my small little channel, this incy bitsy channel that I have. Please like it. If you're gonna watch this video, give it a like, give me a little subscribe. It's free. Thank you.